Have you watched this video? Well, right now it has 1.4 million views with thousands of comments. But this comment right here really caught my attention. And luckily, I was able to screenshot the comment before siya gindelete sa nag-comment. So, ang hambal niya basahon ko. Maghira na dugay-dugay, matunaw na ta sa mapa, isaranta ka nuclear bomb, ang ginabaisan nyo kung ano tawag sa mga taga-Iloilo kag Negros. Abi ko smart ka, ano mahambal mo sa mga gamo between Philippines and China regarding the West Philippine Sea. Ipagwa ang alam mo. First of all, I'm not a politician. Second of all, I'm not an expert when it comes to that matter. And I have a little knowledge regarding that. And I think that kind of topic is not for me. I am not the right person to answer that question, I guess. But I'm aware of what's going on with our country. So kung mahilig ka maglantaw sa mga balita, of course, updated ka sa nagkakalatabo. But if hindi ka mahilig maglantaw balita, tingang nga. So whoever you are, this is all I can say. No one wants to start a nuclear war. Not even Russia. Not even China. Well, it's not as sure as 100% because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But you know, there are international laws in place that protect people from starting a war. So, sa mga kapalaptad ang agira na dugay-dugay, kalmadanay, kaya mo how? Have you seen this? Well, this is just for fun, but somehow tuod na siya. You know, aswang tikbalang kapre, kag maligno lang di ang damo sa atin. But when it comes to firepower and personnel, wale gintaya. So we don't have the capacity. If you're aware of what's going on, you can see clearly that China doesn't want to start a war with us. They want us to start a war with them. Have you ever noticed ang ilang aggression? Damian sila magbuli-buli sa atin because we are this little to them. Kanigamay. They're very confident that we cannot afford to start a war with them alone, which is true. I don't know what happened, why suddenly may territorial dispute na between Philippines and China. Nagilinaway na kung diin na bilong ang West Philippines nga sa una katawhay lang man. So, there are rumors, of course hindi ko na pag-i-mention, but if you know it, then you know it. So zip mouth na lang. Anyway, the reason why the Chinese government wants the West Philippine Sea so bad is because they lack naval bases. You know what? They have strong army and firepower, but they have few naval bases. That is why they want the West Philippine Sea so bad. That's one of their reason and their main reason, I guess. That's according to some source. Another reason why they want the West Philippine Sea so bad is because it will boost their economy, and that's gonna weaken our economy since that is one of the biggest source of our economy. So, if we give up the West Philippine Sea, what else are we not willing to give up? That only means that if we give up the West Philippine Sea, we are also open to giving up anything that we have. This is very funny, but Chinese really find us very, very weak. That is why they're all capable and confident on bullying us. Which is very obvious what's going on right now. Did you know that the West Philippine Sea is not just rich in coral reefs, but it's also rich in petroleum? Coral reefs span an area almost as large as Mindanao. Imagine how big is that? West Philippine Sea is known as a hotspot and a center of marine biodiversity. It's very rich in coral reefs with an area as large as Mindanao. That's 30% of our nation's total coral reefs. And scientists have discovered hundreds of fish, seagrass, and other marine life in the West Philippine Sea. Also, West Philippine Sea is vastly rich in oil and gas. Vastly, lapad or dako. So those oil and gas can supply power to the grids of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao for at least 20 years. Imagine how long is that? That's very long enough. We will finally solve the decade-long problem of electricity since it would be cheaper. Household and businesses will save a significant amount of money kung wala lang korupsyon. So we are that rich in natural resources. That is why, aside from the reason that China wants the West Philippine Sea for them to build more naval bases, our rich natural resources is one of the reasons too why they want it so bad. The question is, magyera man gid ayhan? The answer is, we don't know that. If it happens, then we have nothing to do about that because hindi man ta si Superman kag si Wonder Woman para mapungga na. If we start a war or if China will start a war, we don't know if that's gonna lead to World War III. Because definitely our allies will defend us. Same with China, their allies will defend them. We will help each other. That's going to be a war of nation against nation. Have you heard about the prophecy? That nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places, which we are experiencing in the past years. We don't know when is the time. But what was written in the prophecy will happen. If it's time, then it's time. That is why you have to keep your faith. So do not wish nga magkagyera ta ka ikaw, ipambato hagid sa gyera. Don't you know that if you're a man, mga lalaki, you will be forced to fight the war. Kung maubusan or kulangon kita sa mga personnel, basi biskan jugi kapag basi mapadala ka pa sa gyera. Mahimo kagid karon si Private Benjamin. Anyway, sang June 2, 2024, na watch ko ang news nga nag-intindihan na ni ang China kag ang Pilipinas nga pakalmahon danay ang tensyon sa West Philippine Sea. We don't know if it's just a strategy para maghalalin ang mga presensya sa mga US military diri sa Pilipinas. So all I can say that the Philippine government should never trust them. Kay base lipoton lang tanila. We don't know that.